Well, hey, Dream Team, welcome to another episode of The Five. We're glad to be back home. We had an amazing time down in Central Oregon, learning from City Bible Church and their whole team and spending time with Pastor Mark. And it was actually amazing, just the doors that are opening for influence all across the world. And we're just glad to be a part of it. So it's so fun being a part of that church family. We had a great time, but we are so glad to be back home. We just love Spokane. We love being with our church and with our family and sleeping in our own bed, you know how that feels. So we're glad to be back. And today we want to cover the fifth characteristic of somebody who is an owner of ministry. We've been kind of walking through these as a little series, and the fifth characteristic is somebody who's an owner takes responsibility. So they're not somebody that just feels good about kind of throwing it off or dumping it on somebody else, but they really own it and take responsibility and make sure that a project is carried all the way to completion.
You know, it's one of the things that we really strive to be, even inside of our community as a church, is that we're not just looking around at the problems and going like, oh, I hate that about Spokane. I wish that were different. Maybe we should move to a different city where this isn't so bad. Is that we're actually taking responsibility and saying, hey, you know what? I think I could make a difference.
That's right.
I could go meet with a kid a half an hour a week and be a mentor inside of their life and help them, you know, make some positive changes inside of their life. I could, you know, take responsibility in one of these really big areas of our society and just start pushing the ball forward. And it's honestly one of the things that Serve Day is all about. Is all of us coming together to make a difference in small ways and big ways, but just to continue moving the ball forward on, hey, you know what? It doesn't have to stay this way. We can actually take responsibility and do something about it.
That's right. It's one of the reasons we love Serve Day, right?
Yeah.
We can make a difference in our city together. It's amazing the impact that can happen. I was thinking about this principle of taking responsibility, and I was remembering just a couple years ago, our small group adopted University High School for our Serve Day project. And we thought that the school district was going to bring in a bunch of beauty bark for us as we were going to work on landscaping. And then it came right down to it and there wasn't budget for it. And so we pulled a bunch of weeds and we raked stuff and we cleaned stuff up. And then we realized, man, you know, this project would look so much better if we had some beauty bark. And I just remember the team that we had there together, maybe 20 people or so. All of them just so wanted to own this project that they rallied together and raised funds, and we called a landscaping company last minute and say, hey, we really want to do this. Can you bring a whole bunch of bark over? And together, our team, we paid for the beauty bark. It came in a huge truck and we spread it all over University High School. I just remember the feeling the next morning as we went to set up church and feeling like, man, this place looks beautiful. And there was such satisfaction in that. We weren't just, you know, kind of having this attitude, well, if they want it, they'll have to deal with it. No, like we were taking responsibility. This was our school. This was our project. We were going to make it beautiful. That's the spirit that we want in every single one of the ministries of Sun City Church. We want people to feel empowered and like owners, and they take responsibility and don't just go, oh, someone else will take care of it. No, like if we can make a difference, we should step up and make it great.
Right.
That's what we're all about. So there's two things that we want you to know about as we get ready for Serve Day. It's coming up in less than 2 weeks. We're in crunch time. It's so exciting. So Jamie's going to share the first thing that you need to know.
We are actually going to be handing out shirts. They say Serve Team. They're awesome. I really love the design for this year. And they are going to be handed out this Sunday. So make sure that you're there, first or second service. After that, if there's any sizes left and you are signed up for a project and you really want a shirt, you can figure out to come by the office and see whatever they have left, but we are going to be handing them out at church this Sunday.
That's right. So you can put your shirt on and show up to the rally at 8:30 on Saturday the 14th, all ready with your shirt. You don't have to awkwardly change in the church or anything like that. So that's what we did last year. We loved it. So we want to get those out early. The last thing we need you to do is we need you to sign up for a project. And I know it's one of those things like, oh yeah, I can kind of just make that decision as I go. Listen, it would help us out so much if you would go on to the website or onto the Sun City Church app right now and sign up for one of the projects that sounds good. Connect with your small group, decide which one you're doing, and then get signed up. It helps all of the teams make sure that everything is evenly distributed and that we're properly prepared for all that we're gonna do. There's lots to choose from. It's gonna be so much fun. So do that for us right now, Dream Team. We love you, and we will see you this Sunday as we celebrate the Serve Day shirts coming out and getting ready for everything God has for us. We love you. Have a great week.